I'm quitting my business. I'm gonna go be a stand-up comic in LA. Done. That's it. No more sales. All comedy forever. I was on a podcast recently and the guest was telling me about one of his successful friends. He was a very successful entrepreneur and he's in his mid-40s now. And he told the guest on the podcast he wanted to drop it all and become a sushi chef. And that rang true for me because if you've been watching these videos for any length of time, you know how much I cycle through passions. Over the last 2 years, you've watched me go through stand-up comedy, making music, selling music online, making movies, doing art, many things. So I wanted to give you a little bit of insight in this video about what I'm doing and what this guy is doing by expressing that he wants to be a sushi chef, and what you can do if you find yourself awake at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking you want to be a sushi chef. So let's say you're this guy and you find yourself thinking, you know what? This business thing, maybe it's not for me. I've been doing this 40 years. I'm gonna be a sushi chef. You know, I was watching that documentary, Jiro Dreams of Sushi, and did you know it takes 10 years before Jiro will even let somebody touch the rice? I wanna do that. I gotta find Jiro. So you're hit with a thought like that. Here's how to test whether it's worth ruining your life over and dropping everything you're doing and doubling and tripling down on that thing. 1, say it out loud to yourself first. Some ideas will die immediately right there. Say it to yourself. I want to be a sushi chef. For me, instantly the thought that came right after that was, no, I don't. So sometimes just saying something out loud, not in your brain, to yourself is enough to kill an idea. If you still want to be a sushi chef after that, you move on to step 2. Say it out loud to a friend. Tell one of your trusted friends that you want to be a sushi chef. You're not doing it to hear their judgment or to get their feedback or anything like that. What you're looking for there is your reaction to their reaction. Because I know for me, sometimes I'll have these outrageous ideas, things I want to do, but subconsciously, I just wanted, let's say, to be a sushi chef because I wanted other people to react and be like, there's no way you want to be a sushi chef. Or I want to be a butcher. There's no way you want to be a butcher. What are you talking about? Sometimes subconsciously, that is what you're going for, a human connection. And this is the way to test it. If that's true, then just sharing the idea will kill the idea, and you won't want to be a sushi chef after you tell all your friends that you want to do it. Good, now you can go back to making money. You're fine. If that doesn't work, you still want to be a sushi chef. Sushi chef. I wish I picked a different example because my lisp is not having a good time right now saying the word sushi chef. Sushi chef. Sushi chef. If that doesn't work, go on to number 3. Try it once. So you're thinking, sometimes for years. This will happen for a lot of people. I know for me, I wanted to make a movie for 2.5 years. I finally completed production. Post-production's still not done, but I finally completed production on the film after 2.5 years to try one, because a movie takes so long. But for sushi, it can be easy. Reach out to a sushi restaurant, say you run a food blog, and ask to make a piece of sushi in their restaurant. Or walk into a sushi restaurant and ask them, hey, can I sit behind the counter? Can we make sushi together? I'd love to learn from you. Pay them if you have to. 50, 60 bucks tops would be all it takes. Even take a sushi making class. This test is to see if you even like it. For me, one of my biggest issues is I love the idea of a lot of things, but I don't actually love the practice of them. For instance, I loved the idea of being a stand-up comedian in LA. I liked the movie Funny People, at least the first 60 minutes of it, before it went completely off the rails. But to test, to see if I actually liked stand-up or if I just liked the idea of it, I wrote a few jokes and I did 5 minutes of comedy at an open mic. You could do the same with your sushi idea. You could do the same with whatever idea. Try it one time before you throw away everything and go all in. 2 more steps on this. Now, if you've told your friends about it and you tried it one time and you still like it, you move on to the next step. Step 4, try it 100 times. Now you might be thinking, 100 times? What the fuck are you talking about? Well, if you're throwing away your life to be a sushi chef, you're gonna end up doing it way more than 100 times. And I'm not throwing this number out here as someone who's never done this. When I went out to write songs, I've written over 100 songs now. I've done over 100 stand-up comedy sets. I've made over 100 YouTube videos. I've sent over 100 cold emails. Like I've sent millions of cold emails now. But there is something to be said in not just doing something once before you devote your life to it, but doing it 100 times. For stand-up comedy, I have it written down. I've done 134 stand-up comedy shows. Sometimes there were periods where I was doing 3 in one night. I would go from one mic to another mic to another mic, or sometimes I would just do 3 mics back to back on the same stage, waiting in between about an hour or so for the audience to reset. And after 100, I had a pretty good idea that I did not want to do this as a career. I'm not a stand-up comic. I like to be funny sometimes. I kind of like writing jokes, but performing them and doing the same set every night was not for me. And I found that out after doing it 100 times. So I'm glad I didn't come out to everyone and be like, hey, I'm quitting my business. I'm gonna go be a stand-up comic in LA. Done, that's it. No more sales, all comedy forever. I'm glad I tried it, because that would have been a huge mistake. Number 5, the final step. If you're still into it, after you've done it that many times, keep doing it. And that means if you still like it at that point, devote your life to it. Keep doing it. You've cooked 100 pieces of sushi for restaurant clients. You've done 100 stand-up sets. You've written 100 songs. You still like doing it. Live your passion. Go be a sushi chef, all right? You're in. You know you like it. You can throw away everything that you've built to go do this at that point because you're risk mitigated. I still think there are ways to make money and be a sushi chef, but as long as you can make your $2,000–3,000 a month, you're free to do whatever you want. That's it. That's the process I run through to see if my passions are going to completely derail my life. Hopefully you got some value from that. Let me know in the comments. What is something you've been putting off for a long time? Is it make a movie? Is it become a sushi chef? Do stand-up comedy? What is that thing? Because I know we all have it. There's this one thing in the back of our head that's like, maybe you should make a movie. You know, like whatever it is, over and over again. If you found this valuable, I'd love if you would share this video with a friend that would also get value from it. That would really help the channel. Also give it a like, comment below like we talked about a second ago. I'll talk to you in a few days. We do videos 3 times a week, all about business, entrepreneurship, and the quest to find something you love, something that makes some cold hard cash, or in my case, untemperaturized digital cash. It's not cold, it's not hard. It's actually no temperature and digits. It's actually completely ethereal. All right, I'll talk to you later.